Hello everyone and welcome to SuttonsDaze and to the second challenge for Project Pantry, the January Pantry Challenge. Okay, so the homework for the first week was to inventory your pantries. The inventory of your pantries is a very important aspect of keeping a pantry. It lets you know what you have, what you don't have, what you need, what you should not buy again, what you should buy again, okay? It helps you save money and keeps you rotating that pantry because like I said, your pantry is not something that you stock up and then sit there and stare at. You need to use the items that you put in your pantry and you need to rotate them through if that is something that you still want to eat. You'll find as you go along over the years that your tastes change. So you may have stocked up on something that you're not really a huge fan of anymore, so you'll stock up less or you won't stock up any at all, you know, or you'll find that, oh wow, I ran out of ugly chicken much sooner than I thought, so I need to stock up some more of that. It's a great way to kind of keep yourself in line, on task, not wasting money, not wasting food. That's the super important part, okay? So menu planning is the next step. So that's what our challenge is for this week, is to develop a menu plan and then stick with it, okay? So if you did your inventory, the best way to do this is to look at your inventory, see what you have, and then base your menu on, for the upcoming week, on what you have in your pantry, okay? And I'll end up showing you what my menu plan is for the upcoming week. I only do lunch and dinner. Sometimes, honestly, I don't even do lunch. I just menu plan dinner because my least favorite conversation with Phil any day, any month, any year is, what do you want for dinner? Okay, so I want to take that guesswork out. I want to take that conversation out. There's so many other things I'd rather talk about. So menu planning is an important task because it saves time. It saves money. It promotes better choices. You're not last minute going out to McDonald's or pizza or something like that, right? Because you don't have anything defrosted, you're not ready for anything, you don't feel like it. It helps you improve your grocery shopping skills, which, you know, we're kind of not doing right now, but it will improve your grocery shopping skills moving forward for how to better stock your pantry and what you do and don't eat. And it keeps meals interesting. You know, not everybody wants to eat the same 7 things every single week of the year. So if you see the things that you like, you know you can put them on rotation. It kind of keeps those favorite foods fresh because you're not eating them constantly. They become a little more special, a little more looked forward to, okay? You can often have a really big impact on your health by simply menu planning, by not leaving it to chance, by not going last minute and saying, I don't have anything ready, I don't want to deal with this, let's order pizza, okay? I'm not against pizzas, you guys, okay? I'm just as an example. And by being better for your health because you're making better choices using what's in your house, what's in your pantry, you're also, it's better for your budget. It's better for your money because you're not spending that, you know, extra money that you weren't planning on, that wasn't part of your grocery budget by going out and going to fast food or ordering out or carry out or something like that, right? You're using what you have in your house, and that really helps your budget. So just by eating at home more often, it helps your budget. With menu planning, you know what your meals are going to look like. It's kind of like, you know, creating the restaurant menu, you know, a week ahead of time. And what you need to buy, if you are still shopping during this, it makes grocery shopping just that much more efficient, cuts down on unplanned trips to buy 1 or 2 items. You know, have you ever done that? Oh God, I forgot to get this. Now I have to go back to the store. So this, you know, menu planning is a really big part of having a good, functional, reliable pantry and knowing what to do with what's in there. So how I break mine up is I have my week here, okay? I do everything but one day out of the week because that's normally a family dinner, and I will base that on who is going to be here and who, you know, what preferences are, that kind of thing. You know, I'll use them to experiment new casseroles, new soups, that kind of thing. So I plan out for sure 7 days out of the week. Now I work, so planning out a lunch is helpful. It keeps me from second guessing, and if I know that I'm making something that's a large enough quantity that I'll have leftovers I can take to work, then I know I've got that covered for the next day or two for lunch, okay? But I've been on vacation for 2 weeks, you guys. So I'm starting from scratch here. And after looking at my inventory, this is what I came up with. I will do a screenshot. I'll do a screenshot right here. Okay, so I figured out lunches. And on Monday, I'm going to have some cottage cheese and a couple hard-boiled eggs for lunch. That will get me through the day. And then for dinner, we're going to have breakfast because Monday night is kind of busy. Monday Night Live. And I also have a meeting that I have to go to that's kind of late, so I'm going to be working a little bit later and then rushing home to make it for Monday Night Live. So we're going to do corned beef hash and eggs for dinner. Super quick, super simple. I've got it in the pantry. I've got the eggs in the fridge. Life is fantastic, okay? So corned beef hash and eggs, we're having breakfast for dinner on Monday. On Tuesday, I want chicken to be our dinner. So I'm going to do a barbecued chicken salad. This is really a super simple meal, and I want to use up the perishable vegetables that I have in the fridge. So I'm going to be doing salad with bell peppers and cucumbers and whatever else I can find, okay? And then I grill up some chicken with some barbecue sauce, and I cut that up and put it on top, and it's a really great, filling, healthy dinner. What I forgot to mention is for lunch, I'm also going to have just a salad with some hard-boiled eggs on it and a little bit of chicken. I'm fine with that. I will use shredded chicken on my salad, but for the one for dinner, I'm going to be pulling out a chicken breast and cutting that up. So while doing my inventory, I figured out, I found that I had some unstuffed pepper soup sitting on the shelf that I had forgotten about. So I'm taking a jar of soup to work with me for lunch. And then for dinner, I'm just going to make up some real simple beef patties. I want to grill up some onions and mushrooms and peppers. And, you know, I've got the peppers and the mushrooms in the pantry, so I get to use a couple jars of those. With some onion, I'm going to saute them in with the burgers. And then a side of spinach, cooked spinach for Phil. Everyone's super happy there. I have vegetables with my meat. He has vegetables and then some extra. So it's nice, it's filling, it's simple, it's hearty, it's low carb. I'm good. And then for Thursday, I decided, again, I'm just going to do some cottage cheese and hard-boiled eggs for lunch. But for dinner, I put pork as the meat that we're going to have for dinner that night. And so while doing my inventory, I have some pork roast. So I'm going to do a Mississippi pork roast in the Instant Pot when I get home from work. And that is going to be dinner for that night. I'll make Phil some extra vegetables on the side and some potatoes, and he'll be all happy. And I have pork roast. I'm good. For Friday, I'm going to have another jar of soup for lunch. And then for dinner, I had to move things around a little bit because we moved the family dinner. So we're having pork again on Friday. So I'm going to do some barbecued pork sliders and glazed carrots for Phil. He gets the vegetables, I don't, so I'm good. But he's, you know, we're going to have barbecued pork sliders and glazed carrots for dinner that night. So on Saturday, I decided chicken was what we're going to have because it is a birthday dinner, and the request from the birthday boy was to have chicken Alfredo. So I said, do you mind if I put broccoli in it? And he says no. So we're going to have chicken broccoli Alfredo over pasta for the family dinner, a nice big pot of that. Everyone's going to enjoy it. I won't have any leftover. There will be no leftovers. And I'm going to keep some chicken and Alfredo and broccoli off to the side for me. Without the pasta, but the rest of the family gets a whole bunch of pasta to go with it. So just like that, I have figured out what I had in my pantry and plugged it in. You know, I pick a different meat for each night, and then I decide what can I make with that meat, whether it is meat that's in the freezer or meat that's in a jar, and the different ways that I can use it, okay? And then the different side dishes that I can put together with it also. We're pretty simple with our side dishes. You know, there's not a lot involved there. It's normally a side vegetable or, you know, cottage cheese or something like that. Anyway, so just by doing that, I now have a menu that I'll put on the calendar. I'll plug it right up next to the calendar, and that will avoid the conversation of, what do you want for dinner tonight? Okay, so like I said, it just makes it so much easier. It's one less thing to have to worry about. It's planned out. It's ready. Now, I have people say, I'm too spontaneous for this. I can't do that. Okay. Then you have a lot more time than I do. Okay. But if you're busy, if you work, if you're home with the kids and you're busy, you know, if you're any kind of busy at all, then having a menu plan really helps narrow that down. So for this month, with Project Pantry, with the January Pantry Challenge, I'm kind of tasking you to stay away from fast food and to stay away from the grocery store, okay? So if you can keep those menu choices laser focused for just a few days, you know, just for the month, then you're going to discover how much money you save and how much variety you have and how much it really takes off your plate by just doing a little bit of planning. So, and if you have kids, super easy, you know, say, hey, pancakes are this day and French toast is that day and we're having eggs that day and you're having cereal that day, you know, mix it up for them, have a little fun. And if life throws you a curveball, switch stuff up a little bit. This is not a written in blood contract, you know, you can move stuff around. So if the family decides, hey, let's get together on Friday instead of Saturday for the family birthday dinner, then I just move it around. It's not a big deal. If I decide that it's colder on Tuesday and I'd rather have soup for lunch on Tuesday instead of a salad, you move it around. This is just a guide. It's a guide, but it's a guide that will help you save time, money, ridiculous conversations, okay? And it will help you get a better grip on what you use and what you don't use in your pantry. So I hope that this is helpful with menu planning and different ways that you can menu plan. Definitely work it the way that works best for you, okay? If you don't eat 3 meals a day, don't plan out 3 meals. If you only eat 2, just plan out 2. I want you to succeed at the January Pantry Challenge. I want you to succeed at saving money this month and at figuring out how to use what is in your pantry. So I will do my best to snap a shot of dinner every night this week and show you what we managed to do. But what is your menu plan? If you have time to figure out a menu plan tonight, it's Sunday, to figure out a menu plan for the week after looking at your inventory, going through your pantry, drop your menu plan down below. Maybe you'll inspire somebody else who's trying to figure out what to have for dinner. Okay, so second week homework for the January Pantry Challenge. I hope that you all are all doing spectacular and fabulous. It's the 3rd day of January, and don't forget to check out Canuary. We're getting some great videos up there. It's so much fun. Okay, so what are you having for dinner this week? Until next time, be safe.